What is going on? Welcome back to Trending Stocks. Today I want to talk to you about 3 stocks to add to your watch list for this upcoming week that could have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze. So I'm going to go over all that. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate it. And with that, let's get right to it. So starting off, as far as some reasons for a lot of these stocks to squeeze is starting off on Thursday. So Thursday and Friday. So CPI data, very much linked to inflation. There is also PPI. So these could be a very good reason for it to kind of bounce off of that. And people most likely this week, especially after the Apple earnings, are going to be looking for some sense of relief. And these data points might be it. But over and above that, looking as far as what companies' earnings are, there's a lot of big speculative earnings. So a lot of big growth companies such as Palantir, Lucid, Rivian, good old AMC. So of course, AMC, the king of the meme stocks. And obviously, if that does have a fairly good earnings or a possible surprise, then yes, you can definitely see a very big run. And as I've said in the past, when one, for instance, market maker, aka maybe Citadel, is losing a substantial amount of money on one stock, maybe AMC, as a result of their earnings, then they will usually mitigate some of their risks and close out a lot of their positions market wide. So once again, it's all very much connected. But starting off, once again, not in any particular order, but obviously I think it is fair to start with good old AMC because of their earnings. So when it comes down to Friday, it did go up 0.41% over the last 1 year, down 57% year to date. It is up 25.45%. But once again, it is the data that is why it's also on this list. So short score is currently 93, utilization is 82.1%. And as of right now, there is $762.18 million worth of shorts out there. And keep in mind, that is just known shorts. That's not counting synthetics or potentially just naked shorting, because failure to delivers is fairly high on AMC. And so once again, there's that aspect. And obviously failure to delivers, it's also on the threshold list, so that's kind of connected as well. 10.34% of the free floats being shorted, 155.78 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow is fairly high, so 357.32% is the average. So once again, definitely very interesting stuff that could come from their earnings, because like I've signaled in the past, in order for a squeeze to occur, you need 4 different components: a high utilization, a lot of shares being shorted, very high cost to borrow, and the 4th one is a surprise catalyst. So potentially from their earnings, that could be that catalyst component to cause AMC to squeeze. And like I've said, AMC, if they do squeeze, then obviously a lot of companies such as Citadel, for instance, is going to be starting to mitigate some of their risk. So this is where, for instance, Nikola could continue their squeeze a little bit. Based on Friday, they did get hammered, so down 26.36%, 1 year 68.55%, and year to date it is still up 12%. So very volatile stock, but still the fundamentals do signal that there could be a squeeze. So short score is currently 86, utilization is 75.32%, and I just want to show you something as well. So looking at this chart, it has gone up quite a lot. But in fact, if you're looking here, I'll kind of scrape away all the unnecessary stuff right here. You can see that shorts have not even closed. There wasn't even a big squeeze. So shorts have actually been more so doubling down. So again, that's something to consider. On a side note, if you are looking for a lot of good compiled information such as this, take a look at Seeking Alpha Premium. I have a link to them in the description below for a 14-day free trial. So take advantage of that. Has press releases, SEC filings, transcripts, everything under the sun for you to kind of make yourselves better investors. But going back over to Ortex for a second, as far as this, so ding, ding, ding. So on Friday, shorts did increase 2.12 million shares. This as well is on the threshold list, but as I've signaled in the past, the SEC doesn't really regulate that as much as they probably should. So who knows if that'll amount to anything, but that is also a good indication of a lot of failure to delivers and naked shorting. So definitely Nikola and AMC have that in common as well. 23.76% of the free floats being shorted, 141.45 million shares overall are being shorted. Cost to borrow is 251.52%. And in Nikola's case, I do feel, going back over here, that a lot of the EVs such as Lucid and Rivian will definitely, if they have fairly good earnings as well as CPI and PPI, that is what will be really helping Nikola. But of course, I could be wrong. I'm not a financial advisor, so you guys always do your own due diligence. And finally, the third company is Lithium America, so ticker is LAC. Based on Friday, it did go up 1.42% over the last 1 year. It went down 25%, give or take, and year to date it is up 8.5%. But once again, it's the data point. So short score is currently 84, utilization is 79.46%. And looking right here, so shorts on Friday did increase slightly, so 282,000 shares, 10.48% of the free floats being shorted, 11.88 million shares overall are being shorted, and cost to borrow is 9.12%. So in this company per se, I've seen some updates that maybe there might be something big coming from what I've seen on social media. So potentially, as far as operational updates, I feel like that might really help it. But I think as well, it's just going back to this. So the CPI and PPI will help potentially this company. So let me know you guys' thoughts on these three companies that I did select. And what is your viewpoint, for instance, on any other companies? Is there any other companies that you feel does have a very strong likelihood of a squeeze, and potentially why? So then other people can kind of read it and get a different viewpoint, just in case they don't like the three stocks. But definitely, I feel very excited about AMC and their earnings. Nikola definitely pulling back, and short not really doing too much, I feel is a good opportunity as well for a very good piggyback and squeeze. And then good old Lithium America, so that definitely is following more so the whole EV market as well. So a lot of exciting things. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and subscribe. I always greatly appreciate that. One final thing, take advantage of this promo. It is literally one of the best deals that you can get. Sign up for a free account with MULN and throw $100 at it. You get 5 free stocks. Each stock is valued up to $2,000, which in among itself is a crazy deal, but you also do get a $50 cash reward. So this is one of the best deals that you can get. Link in the description below and also the comments. With that said, I appreciate you guys watching, and let's all make a ton of money on whatever floats your boat.